Hello everyone, Lovery here from White Hills Driving Range, and I'd just like to say welcome back to Below Par. So in today's video then, we're going to be looking at compressing the irons. Now this is something I see a lot of people that I coach struggling with, and I wanted to help make a video not just for them so that they can watch this, but also for you sat at home. We all hear the strike on TV and think, wow, that's a really cool noise. I'd love to be able to do that at my home course in front of my friends. Unfortunately for many of us, it's just not an option until we get this specific move right. And this is what we're going to look at today. It's going to help you compress the irons a bit more with a really nice simple drill I've got set up behind the camera. So just really quickly, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Please make sure to do so. Really helps support the channel, keeps it growing, and then helps us then promote our videos out to more people to help you all at home improve your golf. Okay then, so compressing your irons. There's a couple of key things that we need to do. The first thing is the hands have to be ahead of the golf ball in order to compress the golf ball. So what I would like to see when we're at impact is those hands leading ahead of the club head. Now I know for many of you that, let's say, slice the golf ball, you'll be thinking, oh, you know, having the hands forward is going to put the club face more open. Don't panic at this point. There's another drill we're going to do to help correct that. So first off, we need to get the hands leading in front of the golf ball. Then also we need to get ourselves hitting down on it as well. So in terms of the drills, we're going to do that slightly the other way around, because what we're going to do is we're going to help you first off start to hit down, and then we're going to tame the club face in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, hopefully with some editing magic, put a little obstacle in the way that's going to help me start to hit down. So let's do that now. Here we go then. Here is the obstacle. I have the towel roughly 3 to 4 inches behind the ball. Now, obviously, yes, the closer the better, but also it has to actually give it a chance to go into the back of the ball, so there's got to be a little bit of room. But this is now going to start encouraging me to start hitting down with the shots. I see a lot of people hitting irons and they tend to sweep the ball off the top. They're not taking much of a divot, and they start sort of risking those thin and top shots as well if we start leaning back. So this is going to start getting us in a really good impact position to start getting a strike. So what I'm going to do is just going to set up as normal. I'm just going to feel here, I'm going to avoid that towel. I'm going to get a nice compression on that golf ball. So just going to hit a couple of these. You can start short. And already you can see I've just taken a small divot there. Nice strike through the ball. Nice shot overall. Let's hit one more. So that's quite close. Again, I'm feeling like I'm going to hit down on the ball. And you heard already that was a nice strike. Already started to get that compression. There you go, so I'm 2 shots in and I've taken 2 divots already. So that's a good sign. I'm starting to hit down. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add another part into this to help then us start to control that club face. So this now then is where we start to tame in that club face. So what I'm going to do is I've just put a stick here at roughly the angle of my 8 iron, so the angle of my 8 iron, a couple of feet in front of where I'd be stood. And I've just got a little alignment stick cover here on the top. All I'm going to do, just in the position I've just hit some balls a moment ago, is I'm just going to feel like I take the club back, I'm going to hit down, I'm going to keep my hands in front, and from there now I'm just going to hold the club head out in front of my hands like so, and I can see now already it's going matching with the alignment stick. Now we're exaggerating at this point what we want it to do. Because what I see a lot of people do is when they lead with the hands, they start to lead with the hands and they actually shut the face down. They start kind of just hitting it left, or they lead with the hands and we start seeing the club face really open. What I want to start seeing is when we get to here, just to have a sort of quarter backswing, half backswing. From there, we're going to feel we come through, lead with the hands, and we're going to feel like you can see my chest now starting to point the target. And notice my club face is pretty much matching the angle of that alignment stick. It's nice and high and it's outside the hand. So that's going to start getting me to square the club face, not just through impact, but also just after impact, and keep it really stable. Morikawa does this exceptionally well, and we all know how good an iron player he is after the Open. I'm going to make a couple of small swings now, a couple of almost what feels like chip shots with the 8 iron. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to feel like I missed the towel, I'm going to hit down, and I'm going to hold and keep the club a little bit on the outside on the way through. It's going to stop me rolling that club face over and then get me in a much stronger position. So let's just give that a try. I'm just going to feel like a chip one forward. So I'm in the setup, I'm happy, back, hold. Okay, so I'm happy with that as a first one. Now, one of the things that I noticed there already was the sound of the strike. Even I heard a little bit of compression there. I heard a bit of a fizz in the golf ball. And that's what we're after, rather than that sort of dull strike. We're starting to hear a bit more of a fizz. Let's do one more. I'm in the setup here, I'm gonna get myself comfortable again. Just a small swing until we keep that club head out in front, matching that shaft. There we go. Even better than the first one. So that had a really nice noise to it, a really nice flight. So all we can do then is we then start to learn, okay, well, how do we now translate that into a fuller swing? So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna remove this training aid in front of me so that I can hit a fuller shot. I'm gonna hit a fuller one now, see if we can get that compression. So let's give it a go then. So I'm thinking, I wanna hit down, definitely wanna hit down the ball. Feeling now the hands are leading, club's gonna stay a little bit squared off. Up into that finish there, up into that finish. Let's give it a go. So setting up. That made a really nice sound. What I like there for me is the stability of the flight. I'm somebody that often struggles with hooks and sort of big draws, and this for me has really helped me feel like I can start hitting a bit more down and left on the ball, but then not have a ball wanting to start left on me all the time, or pulling my hands forward and starting to fade it too much. Having this reference here helps me make sure the club face is in the right spot, stops me from being there, stops me from rolling. It's here, matching that, and then from there it can now travel more up into that lovely high finish, which again, if I show you from there, I feel like I'm here, I'm holding, and then I'm up into a lovely high finish then on the way through. So give that a go at home, see how you get on. I think personally for a lot of you, just the towel drill alone is going to make a huge difference to that strike. Stop you from hitting down behind the ball, stop those fat shots, that's really important. And then for those of you then that are ready to progress on to the next move, I put the alignment stick in and have a few drills with it first. It's a movement, sort of practice the movement, get that feeling really comfortable. Once that feels comfortable, start to hit a few shots with it. Great thing is we can do this with some short game shots as well. We can do some chipping with it, so maybe a really good place to start. So guys, thank you very much for tuning into today's video and look forward to seeing you very soon.